Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here, and I'm very excited to show off this product to you because I'm a huge fan of modularity in technology, and this case for your iPhone does just that. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make your iPhone 8, iPhone 8 Plus, iPhone 10 modular with the Rhino Shield modular case. Now shout out to Rhino Shield for sending all these products. I'll show off tons of different cases, options, lenses, so thanks to them, and also thanks to them for sponsoring this video. So here is my iPhone 8, and you'll notice on the back it has a lens attached to it, and that's actually attached to this white bumper case that I have on it. I'll give you a close-up in just a second. But right away, I want to show you how quick and easy it is to actually swap out these lenses, because that's one of the things that I think is really cool. So I just took off that lens, and here is another one. And you could just go ahead and line up the screws and slide it in. And this lens, each lens is different based on which use case you want to use. But yeah, super simple to swap. So I already have the case all set up on my iPhone 8 and the attachment piece as well. I want to set that to the side for just a second, just to kind of show off the cases. They even offer some shatterproof screen protectors if you'd like. So here's my iPhone 8 Plus, absolutely no case on it whatsoever. And here's a couple options you have. So the case itself is modular in terms of the amount of protection you'd like on it. So this is just the bumper case that you can go ahead and pop on, and I will do a drop test with just the bumper case and a screen protector on it in just a second. Stay tuned for that, and I will link to all of these things down below. Now, anyways, this is a bumper case as well. However, I have a back plate installed. Now, you do need a back plate if you want to have the lens attachment. More on that in a second. And also, take a look at the sides here. Now, the buttons do get covered up, but you can customize these buttons. So these buttons are modular. You can just pop them out and replace them with different ones. And you'll see, for example, my iPhone 8 right here has blue buttons. So I mixed it up a little bit with the white case and blue buttons. And you'll see, just went with black and white for my iPhone 8 Plus. To add to that modularity, you have lens attachments for the case. You have 4 different ones to choose from. Each one does come with a nice little carrying pouch, very soft feel to even clean the lens with if you'd like. And if you want to protect it even further, they all have lens caps that come with it. The first lens is that Rhino Shield HD wide angle lens, and this is their largest lens and also their most premium one. And this has a 110-degree view angle on it. Next up, you have a super wide angle lens. If you want even more of a viewing angle, you'll see, here we go, HD super wide lens. And this is actually 165 degrees of a view angle. The next one's the most interesting in my opinion because it has a macro lens on it, but it also couples as a wide angle lens, so it's a 2-in-1. I'll give you examples of all these lenses pretty soon, but this one actually goes from, here's the wide angle lens, and if you go ahead and screw the top off, here is the macro lens. And finally, pretty self-explanatory, but you have a 180-degree view angle fisheye lens. So now to actually set up these lenses to attach to your case, it's very easy. So the bumper case has the frame and this rim here that you actually just take out if you don't want to use it as just a bumper case and need a back plate. And to use that attachment, you do need a back plate, which they have different ones. So you'll see you have a clear option here, you have a carbon fiber looking one, and I do have a marble one on my iPhone 8. So they do offer a wide selection on their website. Here's the lens piece you put into your case, and you want it to protrude out the back so you can actually screw in your different lenses. Very simple. You line it up with your 2 lenses, and of course with the dual lens, you can actually use both. That's one cool thing. They actually thought of that, so it didn't leave the telephoto lens out. So now you just go ahead and snap it on in, and of course, it is very snug and secure. We can actually take a closer look at even both of them. They are very snug and really look good, actually. And you'll see there's the attachment on the back of that one and the attachment on the back of the iPhone 8. So now all you really need to do is grab your iPhone, and I guess in the case of the 8 Plus, choose which lens you want to use. I believe the inside one's the telephoto ones and the outside one is the regular one. Don't hold me to that. But pretty much all you need to do is just line it up and screw it on in. Very simple. That's how it was so easy to actually swap these out. Tighten it. Don't over tighten it. Just make sure it's secure. And you are good to go. And you'll see here I already have the camera app loaded up. And it's using that lens now to actually snap those pictures. And now to give you an example of what it looks like without this more of a wide angle lens. So we're going to pop this lens off to give you an idea. And you see, look at how much closer that actually is. And if I want to go ahead and you see, I can pop on other lenses to give you just a quick preview. When it's screwed on, the quality gets better. But you'll see that quick preview of how much more you can actually fit into that image, which is great when you're looking at buildings or other objects that you want more of a wide angle look to it. So you see how wide this one is. That's the widest option they have. But in terms of, and then of course you do have the fisheye lens. And again, I'll go ahead and load some options up. But here's the fisheye one, pretty standard fisheye lens. And of course, the most basic function is as a case, and we want it to protect our devices. So let's go outside and do a drop test. So now I want to go ahead and do a drop test with the Rhino Shield bumper on and a screen protector as well. And this is going to be on concrete. And you'll see here, completely working phone. And there's a screen protector on it, along a Rhino Shield screen protector, along with that Rhino Shield bumper case, and no backing whatsoever. And you'll see down on the ground here, we've got some concrete. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to do it all in one take, so you don't think I'm editing or anything like that. So here we go. I'm going to hold it all the way above my head. And I'm about 6'2", so I'm holding it all the way above my head. 3, 2, 1. Like I said, all in one take. And hopefully nothing bad happened to this phone. I don't believe it will. They were pretty confident. And you'll see here, check it out. The bumper, a little scraped, a little scratched. As expected, that took a tumble. And let's take a look at the back of it. And the phone looks completely fine. The screen is in complete working condition. And the case did a great job at protecting your iPhone. And finally, I want to give you an example of some shots I took using my iPhone 8 with the Rhino Shield lens attachment. So let's jump into photos. And here's just a really standard picture I took just to give you an idea of the depth that you can add to it. So here we go. First of all, this is taken with the regular camera, nothing too crazy. Now next up, here's the super wide angle lens. And you'll see how much more even up top and down low. Add some of the couch, even both windows, a speaker right there. And then next up we have the HD wide angle lens, and that is that. So you'll see not as much window over here, not as much couch. And then next up is the macro and wide angle add-on lens, the 2-in-1 lens. And then finally is that fisheye lens, so if you want to go ahead and take a fisheye picture. And obviously, since it's attached to the lens in a hardware sense, it will work in Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and even taking videos. So this is just the normal lens. Oh, didn't mean to actually play this one because it's backwards. Here is the wide angle lens. You'll see it includes more, gives you more of that vlog feel with a wide angle lens, including much more into your shot. And then same progression of the exact same lenses as I previously mentioned. You'll see they all work just fine. And then here is the last wide angle one and the fisheye lens when taking a video, which fisheye is definitely a skill that I don't necessarily have, but they do produce some cool images and videos. And here's just some example shots of that fisheye lens. You'll see even got a bit of a lens flare going from the sun out the window and just a close-up of that plant. Now this is taken with the regular lens. Moving along, you do have the extra super wide angle lens. So you see how much more is included in the shot. And again, same progression with these shots. And they turn out really great. And fisheye finally. There's also that macro lens. You can get some really cool shots if you're really close up. And this is of the inside of a flower. Just a real close-up of a Nerds candy box. And here's a look at the Google Pixel rear camera. So some really neat close-ups. So overall, that's it for the Rhino Shield modular case and some add-ons as well. Definitely be sure to check it out. I'll link to it down below. I just love how you can not only customize the case modularly, but also add on lenses to improve the camera on your iPhone and try out different lenses as well. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, click that thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe for a lot more. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching.